security.
Okay.
Jenny still doesn't fully clock what's going on, but her boss's instructions.
She's probably listening to the same music we're listening to, low key.
away.
Imagine. Oh, but I swear, imagine getting robbed, and
what's going
the
on,
music in the
but her
background is all you're
boss's
hearing. The bank heist of the century.
Jenny is working the night shift at a cash depot in Sweden. She's counting banknotes, tons of money. But by now, it's just pieces of paper to her. Routine, really. Just like these headphones she and the others are wearing to block out the noise. But suddenly, a new sound starts to creep in. Wait, is that a helicopter? This is the beginning of one of the most spectacular bank heists in history. Robbers will strike several locations across Sweden at the exact same time. The police will be outmatched, the authorities humiliated, and millions in cash will be stolen. The chase will lead investigators to Eastern Europe. And, of all things, a security camera at a local McDonald's will provide a crucial clue. We dug through countless court
It's always
documents.
McDonald's. It's always gotta be McDonald's or like Wendy's. I mean, didn't Wendy's get fucking, what's his name? Linguini? What's his name? It's not Linguini, right?
To piece together how the Vestberga heist actually went down and who was really behind it.
All right, shout out to all of these people right here. You feel me? All these hardworking people that made this video possible. I am totally, thank you. The craziest bank robbery of all time. Bye, I already laughed. All right, you gotta take a shot. Sorry, I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules. You laughed, you gotta take a shot. I don't know what to tell you. I'm kidding. Don't put nothing in your system. You don't drink? Good. Don't touch. If you've never touched anything, don't touch it. Don't.
2009. Spectacular robberies in Sweden have been making headlines for several years now. But this heist tops everything. Sweden have been making September 23, 2009.
Got it.
This heist tops everything. As the international press turns its attention to the small town of Vestberga, the authorities are
Vestberga. Vestberga. No way.
The small town of
Vestberga. Damn. Well, to each their own acquaintances, you know.
The
Stockholm.
authorities are clueless. How much money was stolen? How many robbers were involved? And why couldn't the police stop them? According to a Swedish daily newspaper, police didn't reach the cash depot until 30 minutes after the alarm was triggered. Meanwhile, the nearest police station is only a 15-minute walk away. What happened?
Nah, 15-minute walk, and the cops damn, it's always me misclicking, and the cops never showed up. No, bro, it's Vestberga. Ah, yes, Vestberga. Yep, you're right. It says it right here. That's right here. That's my bad. I should have known my Swedish better. It's Vestberga. But 15-minute walk and they couldn't get there? Seriously? And they have whips too, and like motorcycles too, probably.
Official statements are vague. The security company that owns the cash depot stays quiet too. G4S is one of the largest security firms in the world. They install security systems and protect sites such as nuclear power plants in the US and even the Pentagon.
Nice.
Right before the end of the month, depots like this one are packed with cash, so people across Sweden can withdraw their salaries the moment the money arrives. A pretty good time to strike. So far, only one thing is clear. This is the first robbery in Sweden to use a helicopter. A Bell 206. It's a relatively small
That's crazy.
chopper.
A whole okay, I can't wait to see what the whole point of the helicopter was.
Pilot, but it isn't built for heavy
I swear
loads.
the helicopter was
A
just for
well-known
style
Swedish
points, for
criminologist
sheer
speculates that the
fashion,
robbers could have
sheer
stolen up to
fun,
$1 billion
for the
kroner
sheer
from the
sport,
depot.
the sheer fun of the
Back then,
game.
about $130 million. Helicopter experts, on the other hand, say that carrying that much cash, it should have crashed. So how the hell did they pull this off? September 23, the early morning hours. Mittinge, a small town known for its sea views and peaceful atmosphere, is asleep. Alongside holiday homes, the town also has a hangar, housing these two helicopters.
I feel like I'm watching Animal Planet Untamed and Uncut.
They belong to the Stockholm police. And this man sneaking through the bushes has his eye on them. Under each arm, he's carrying a plastic box. The man places the first box in front of the hangar. Then he moves to the back and places the second one. Then he returns to the hangar's entrance and pulls out a hatchet. He smashes the numbered entry pad several times.
What's the
Finally,
point of the
he
briefcase?
disappears back into the darkness. And then, nothing happens. The man walks to the nearest bus stop and gets rid of his gear. His part of the job is done.
Okay.
Now it's up to the others. Back at the depot. Down here, Jenny and her
516.
colleagues are counting cash. Up here,
You said whips and I thought of actual whips. I was like, what? Which whips were you thinking of? Because like a few come to mind. Were you thinking of the actual latigazo? I mean, fair enough.
L206
Nice.
barrels toward the building. With remarkable precision, it lands on the roof, perfectly positioned between the glass pyramid and the edge. 3 people jump out. One is carrying a submachine gun. Another runs straight toward the pyramid and swings a huge sledgehammer at the glass. Again and again. Meanwhile, his accomplice calmly unloads his gear: explosives, climbing ropes, and mailbags. 2 ladders are attached to the helicopter's skids. The robbers detach one of them and set it down beside the chopper.
Okay.
After a few more swings, the glass gives way.
How'd they fit
Beside
a
the
whole
chopper
ladder
crashed.
in the helicopter? I swear helicopters are tiny. There's no way they were able to fit this whole extension ladder for this
The
heist.
helicopter's skids. The robbers detach one of them and set it down.
Oh, wait a
the
minute.
ladder.
Hold up. I'm probably missing a
Explodes
detail.
again. Meanwhile, his accomplice calmly unloads his gear: explosives, climbing ropes, and mailbags.
Okay.
2 ladders are attached to the helicopter's skids.
Never mind.
The
Got
robbers
it.
detach one of them and set
I
it
just
down
wasn't
beside
listening.
the chopper. After a few more swings, the glass gives way. The helicopter lifts off. The robbers enter the building. Yenny's boss spots them. He knows they're coming for the counting room, so he rushes back and yells,
Secure the money.
then he triggers the alarm and calls building security.
Okay.
Yenny still doesn't fully clock what's going on, but her boss's instructions
She's probably
are
listening
clear.
to the same music
Cash
we're
has to
listening
be
to,
locked
low key.
away.
Imagine. Oh, YouTube. I wish YouTube. Y'all gotta join the streams more. I wish y'all could hear what we're listening to right now. Oh, but I swear, imagine getting robbed
In
and
peace, what's going
the
on.
music in the
Her
background is all
boss's
you're hearing.
instructions are clear.
2 to the 1, 1 to the 3. I like good pussy and I like good trees. Smoke so much weed you wouldn't believe.
Clear. The cash has to be locked
Ah.
away in these cages made of reinforced steel, secured with padlocks. It's still quiet at the police station, about a 10-minute drive from Vesberga. Inspector
Vesberga.
Goran
No,
Palm
you
is
see,
about
it's
to finish his shift.
Vesberga.
He's waiting for his colleague to take over. When suddenly, the alarm sounds. Immediately, Inspector Palm rushes to his car. A colleague jumps in after him. They're told that the alarm came from the G4S cash depot. Helicopter, armed men, on the roof. Palm speeds toward the scene. He feels like he's starring in a Hollywood movie.
Of course he does.
Soon, they're closing in on the depot when Palm spots something on the road. The officers jump out of the car to find out what just happened.
The explosive,
Chains
right?
Stretched across the entire road and studded with
Ooh.
spikes. The
Nice,
robbers are
they
inside
placed
the
it.
building now. They set up a ladder to climb up to the 6th floor. The main vault where the money is usually stored is on the 2nd floor, but the counting room is up here. To get there, this glass pane needs to go. Hitting it with a sledgehammer doesn't work. So the robber uses
And there's
explosives.
no cameras here? Not a single CCTV footage
He
here?
presses a bomb made of dynamite against the glass, connects a wire, and detonates it. They enter the office and smash through this simple door. Now, just a single steel door separates the robbers from the cash depot's staff. In the counting room, the staff is still frantically securing the money. When they hear the explosion, they panic. The team leader has been trained for a lot of things, but not for this. Then there's another explosion. The robbers are trying to get through the door. The explosion mangles the metal around the handle, but it stays intact. But after a third explosion, smoke enters the room. The staff needs to get out of here, fast. The team leader orders everyone into the main vault.
I
on
am
the second floor.
so... They should have been down there to begin
Secondary
with,
exit,
honestly.
Take the stairs
I
down
don't know
several
why
floors
they didn't
and
dip.
enter an airlock just
Why
outside the
wasn't
main
that
vault.
like the first immediate
The
like
airlock
option?
is designed for one person. Now 14 people have to squeeze inside, including a pregnant woman.
Oh,
In
so
this
15.
hermetically sealed room, there's no
Never mind. I'm not even
cell
into that
reception.
topic.
The group leader can't call building security or anyone else. And the door to the vault won't open. They're stuck. Their colleagues in the vault room are also panicking. Building security has instructed them to keep the airlock door closed.
Of course they're
have
panicking.
no
They've
vision.
never dealt with actual danger in their life. Damn, imagine that, your body
On the
panicking.
robbers. Maybe they're even hiding among the employees in the airlock. It's so cramped in here that no one can move. The air is stuffy, the heat almost unbearable. Yenny's colleague struggles to pull out a photo of her daughter. If the robbers want to get into the vault by blowing their way through the airlock, no one here will survive. Meanwhile,
There we
the
go.
robbers have entered
Oh, that is dope. Look at that.
the
Okay.
counting room. They carve into the
Nice.
cage's padlocks with a buzzsaw.
No,
The lock-
they have a whole buzzsaw. Nah, swear. When did GTA come out?
Locks are gone.
Let me see that. When did GTA come out? Oh, sorry, hold up. GTA Heist come out 2015. Okay, so if anything, this is the original. Dude, this is sick. There's
While they're
no
packing-
way they don't pull up with a whole
Buzzsaw.
buzzsaw.
The
Look at
locks are
that.
gone within seconds. While they're packing,
They're
they
just
seem
pressing-
oddly calm,
I
as
don't
if
even know
they
what button it
that
is,
no one will
honestly.
catch
I'm thinking of
them anytime
Vanox.
soon.
Hey,
Robbing a place is a pretty unethical way to make money. But let's look at this list real quick. Rural
bro, you shouldn't say that about a bad robbery that happened. What do you mean you shouldn't say that about a bad robbery? What, that it was a GTA heist? I can't say that? I can't say that it was a good GTA heist? I mean, I'm not condoning the actions. That's dope or cool. Really? No, I'm not condoning the actions. I mean, I'm not condoning the actions and promoting doing that. But if you were to stand back, wouldn't you applaud? I'm just saying, I can recognize the art from the artist. The art is beautiful. The artists are in the wrong. That's just my opinion. That is allegedly my opinion.
making it. Or this one, ethnic second city strugglers. Or our personal favorite, credit crunched city families. These are real marketing lists, full of vulnerable people to be targeted by predatory ads. Hey, we heard you broke. Worried about
I'm watching a whole ad right now. Hold up. My bad, pimp. I'm just...
started. The spiked chains Palm drove into aren't the only ones. All around the depot, every access road is blocked by metal chains about 10 meters long. If a police car drove over one of these chains, its tires would instantly be sliced open. The robbery's been in progress for more than 15 minutes now. The helicopter's still circling above, meaning the robbers are still inside.
I'm surprised they didn't
Police
land.
request aerial
Why
support
didn't they
from the
land?
military, but the armed forces can't provide any aircraft. Instead,
Or is it
police
just like an
helicopters
easier
roll
target
in.
if they land
We
compared
don't
to
know
them
exactly
moving?
how, but Inspector Palm eventually gets close to the depot. He sets up a roadblock a few hundred meters away from the building. When Palm and his colleagues ask whether they're allowed to fire at the helicopter, the answer is a strict no. It's too dangerous. Instead, they're ordered to wait for the National Task Force. Palm is frustrated. All he can do is stand there and wait. Luckily, a police helicopter must already be on its way.
Where is it?
Or is it?
Where is it?
Where are they? Hit me! Where are they?
At 5:30 in the morning, police officers in Mittinga receive an alert. Robbery ongoing, a helicopter is involved. Air support required. Two officers race toward the hangar. Their helicopter
And
was
there's
returned
the
just
briefcase.
hours earlier. They'll have it ready in 10 minutes and be over Vestberga 15 minutes after the alarm. But at the entrance, they stop. Is that a bomb? There's no way they can reach the helicopter. And even if they could they really risk taking off in a fuel-filled helicopter next to explosives? The two officers
So they
have
had to
only
call a
one
bomb
option.
squad.
Call in the bomb
In
squad
GTA.
and wait at a safe distance. So the White Bell 206 keeps circling above the cash depot, unbothered. The security team watches as the intruders reappear in the courtyard and make their way toward the roof, carrying at least 7 bags. They hoist them up. The 3 men climb the ladders. One hesitates for a moment, as if he wants to go
For
back
what?
in to get more of the money. Then they jump into the
Okay.
helicopter.
Don't let
bags in
greed
hand.
get the best of you.
And just 30 minutes after hitting the cash depot, they disappear into the morning sky.
I know I just said that, and technically, yes, I mean, he did rob a bank, so technically greed did get the best, but don't be even greedier, you know what I mean? Job complete. Run, okay? Move. You move.
When the SWAT team enters the building, the robbers are long gone. Finally, the airlock door in the cash depot opens. The team leader, Yenny, and her colleagues are safe.
The greed they talk about in the
At the
Bible.
police hangar in Mittinga,
Oh
The
yeah,
bomb
I have to
squad
read
is in
chapter
full
2
swing.
at the end of
They use
the
a water
stream.
cannon to neutralize the bombs. But there are no explosions and no smoke. As the special unit approaches, they
What's in
find
the
two
case?
very wet plastic boxes
It's
with
just
lights attached.
$10,000
They fell for
Mr. Beast
dummies.
case.
Meanwhile, about a
Oh, it's
kilometer
a dummy
away,
briefcase. Okay.
firefighters are putting out a small roadside fire at a bus stop. In the ashes, they find remains of a mask, gloves, a hatchet, a canister, and a lighter.
Any fingerprints
Around
from that,
6
or
a.m.,
like do the
people in
fingerprints get
nearby
burnt?
towns spot an object in the sky. A small white helicopter flying unusually low and slow over the forests. Not a single light is on. The robbers land in a forested park. They take everything with them, leaving only a GPS device and a few cable ties behind.
Okay.
Investigators find the helicopter about 2 hours later. They
Wouldn't they be able to track down who bought the helicopter or like who rented it?
learn it was stolen from a flight school about 70 kilometers northeast of Stockholm just after 4 a.m.
A manhunt is underway this morning.
As the country wakes up, the heist dominates the news. A reward of about $900,000 is offered for information.
$900,000 for information? Yo, chat, real quick. $900,000 for information. Or keep your mouth shut and get more from them. You're snitching? You're snitching. $900,000. If I'm not close to them, $900,000. That's a bad enemy to make, though. I mean, they literally had the guts to rob a bank. I'm poor. Whatever gets the money faster. Fast money ain't good. Gotta be careful with fast money. Apparently, slow money is good. Fast money is apparently bad, depending on how you use it. Okay.
Robbers. The next day, the Swedish police still have no suspects.
That's the helicopter they used? Look at that thing. Nah.
Despite the fact that they knew about the planned helicopter heist long before it happened.
No way. No, 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 no.
The next day, the Swedish police still have no suspects. Despite the fact that they knew about the planned helicopter heist long before it happened. A month before the heist, Swedish police receive a warning from Serbia's intelligence service. A
That
crew
somebody
of
rented a
international
helicopter?
thieves is planning to strike. Serbian police even share specifics. A helicopter is to be used. 3 robbers will carry out the job, backed by a group of around 20 people. The chopper will land on the roof of a multi-story building. The crew will blast their way inside, and in under 5 minutes,
So the cops got the whole script. The cops got the whole
rob the
script.
equivalent of roughly $13 million. The whole thing will go down by September 16 at the latest. If not, the plan will be called off. The Swedish police put security measures in place. The public prosecutor authorizes
They
phone
put it in
surveillance
place
of
for
2
September
suspects.
16th and they
As
striked
a
on the
precaution,
9th.
police helicopters are moved from Ittinga to a safe location. For the plan,
All these robbers are geniuses. Yo, nah, look, y'all don't understand. These robbers are geniuses, okay? What they did was they made them all be with precaution. Got all the things they needed to protect that building in one place, so they knew where the location was. They placed that the dummy case. They put the spikes because now they know all the cops in the area are gonna get their tires punched if they go through any street. Ooh, the cats thought they were catching the mice, but the mice were about to. Oh, okay. Oh, these robbers are levels
break it,
ahead.
the police identified the most likely target, the Panaxia Cash Depot in Bromma, in western Stockholm.
The most
The second most
obscure
likely target,
cash depot.
The
Oh my
G4S depot
days.
in Vestberga. For 4 weeks, authorities remain on high alert, reinforcing their task forces during the nights around September 16. But then, nothing happens. September 6,
Let me see.
most likely target, the G4S in Bromma. The police helicopter identified the most likely target.
Okay, so they said that they were gonna take one and then they
Panaxia Cash
tried to
Depot
guess
in
where.
Bromma,
Okay.
in western Stockholm.
Trying to guess their
The
steps.
second most likely target, the G4S depot in Vestberga. For 4 weeks, authorities remain on high alert, reinforcing their task forces during the nights around September 16. But then, nothing happens
Okay.
in Bromma or in Vestberga. So the police end the special operation, and the police helicopters move back to Mittinga.
Ah, never mind.
That's not the only vulnerability
I
the
seriously
robbers
jumped ahead
exploit.
of myself. I look at that was a
In the
big
early
brain move.
2000s, Sweden sees a string of robberies. The companies hit hardest are the ones that run cash depots. They're looking for help, including from the government. As early as 2005,
Sweden
a
was on their
security
Fight
company
Club
urged the government
movement,
to place
low-key.
all cash depots and similar
That's
facilities
exactly what they
under
were
state
doing.
protection. A formal review followed and ran for 3 years, but the Ministry of Defense took no action.
Sweden, yeah. Sweden was
Because the
apparently getting
authorities never
absolutely
classified these
Norway. What
facilities
do you
as
mean
protected
Norway? It
sites.
says Sweden. And we're in best better guy.
They're looking for help, including from the government.
Oh, you're saying
As early as
Norway's better.
2005, a security company
I can't
urged
tell
the
you.
government to place all
When
cash
it comes to regions, my knowledge is mainly based on FIFA. So when somebody says Sweden, I'm thinking of Zlatan, Isaac. Somebody tells me Norway, I'm thinking of Holland and Odegaard. That's about it. That's seriously just about it. That's about as far as my knowledge of those regions go
formal
to.
review followed and ran for 3 years, but the Ministry of Defense took no action. Because the authorities never classified these facilities as protected sites, virtually anyone can access the building's blueprints. Floor plans of the roofs and facades, staircases and windows, everything neatly documented level by level.
Just
A
online.
Swedish news outlet later asked G4S whether the company had attempted to make the Vesperga building plans confidential. G4S didn't respond. But by then, it didn't matter. The money was gone.
Damn.
And so were the thieves. But they didn't vanish without a trace.
Yeah, they left the ladders.
In fact, they left quite a bit behind.
No way.
The burned remains at the bus stop in Mittinge, for example. The cable ties used to secure the ladders to the helicopter.
There's
The
no
sledgehammer
way.
that smashed the glass roof.
They had gloves
including
on, no?
bloodstains. Because the heist was so meticulously planned, police believe the masterminds must have had military training. In all of Sweden, only a small circle of people could be capable of pulling off a coup like this. Thanks to the warning from Serbia, the Swedish police started surveilling this circle in time. Now they're sitting on a mountain of data.
No
calls,
way.
Texts, pages
No
upon pages
way
of
they
logs.
got them all like that.
One of the people under surveillance is a man called Goran Bojovic, a 38-year-old Swede with parents from Montenegro. Until recently, he worked as a construction contractor.
He looks like the dude from what's his name? GTA Vice. No, it's not Vice. Way ahead of that. Pardon me, 4. Thank you. Yes. He looks like the dude from GTA 4.
According
I
to
wish I knew his
Serbian
name. Nico. Thank you. Joma. Thank you, man. Hold on. Yeah. No, it's Jonah. Hold on. There we go. Yep. Jonas. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. Yes, he looks just like Nico. Tips the fedora. Man, I wish I had a fedora to tip at the moment. Actually, no. I wouldn't say much of a fedora. Hold up. I got you. All right. That's enough. Okay. Back to Nico.
Air tabs. He was recently in contact with a childhood friend, Milan Zevo, who made a career in a completely different field, the Stockholm Mafia. Zevo has since relocated to Serbia's capital, Belgrade.
Okay.
In 2009, Bojovic traveled to Belgrade multiple times to meet Zevo. According to the wiretap, Bojovic handed over large sums of money during these visits. Swedish police realized that Bojovic is asking Zevo for help. At the end of August, the two speak on the phone. You know what? I called a school here and asked how much it costs to learn it. 15,000 euros. Bojovic wants to learn to fly a helicopter. Zevo shuts the
15K
idea
to
down.
learn a helicopter.
Pilot training would take way too long. So Bojovic starts looking into another solution. It's September 2, 3 weeks before the heist. Bojovic is in his car, driving toward Hepsholmen,
3
a small
weeks.
island in
Imagine
Stockholm.
the
It has a
adrenaline pumping
museum
for
right on
3
the
weeks
waterfront.
just thinking about this.
Bojovic is here to meet these two men. They've been waiting for him. He walks up to them and sits down between them. Just a few meters away, a woman walks her dog. Her real job is to observe Goran Bojovic. She can't hear exactly what the men are saying.
The mafia?
She can only
Or
keep
what?
an eye on them. The three chat for
She just
about
works with
5
the mafia
minutes,
lady?
with Bojovic doing most of the talking. Then, handshakes. One man walks with Bojovic to his car while the other gets into a Peugeot and drives off. On September 28, 5 days after the heist,
Okay.
the police and a Swedish court announced that 6 suspects have been arrested. One of the suspects is Goran Bojovic. Searching his apartment, investigators found a bag containing about 118,500 kroner, roughly
You need to learn how to
$15,000
wash
at the
that
time.
immediately, big dog.
He's believed to have put the
15K
team
just sitting
together.
around like that? You were just
Another man
expecting
is
to hide
arrested at
15K like
Arlanda
that?
Airport just before he can escape to the Canary Islands.
Okay.
The press nicknames him Flicked,
Okay. I mean, the resemblance is a bit.
which means
I mean,
escape in
fair
Swedish.
enough.
His real
Fair
name
enough.
is Alexander Eriksson. He's a TV producer who runs in high society circles with Swedish celebrities. He's even rumored to be in contact with the Prime Minister. Between October and December, police arrest 7 more men accused of
7
helping plan
more?
or taking part in the heist.
No way.
One of them is believed to have planted the fake bombs. His DNA is found in the remains of the gloves and the lighter. In January, investigators identified the man who carried the submachine gun. The police already know him. His name is Zara Kadum, and this was his second armed robbery. Back in
Dang.
2000, he and a gang stole invaluable art from the Swedish National Museum.
This dude only knows GTA. I swear to you, if this man wasn't locked up, all of that pent up energy would have been taken out on GTA Heist. Seriously, it would have been taken out on GTA Heist. We didn't got like gang wars and stuff. They got gang wars in Sweden. I don't know why in my head I thought Sweden had like very strict gun law. You know what I mean? Kind of like the UK, where they're like definitely more nice. I hear with whole katanas and zombie knives and the sweatpants. Shing, slice. I'll swing my arm in a figure of 8. No, I won't leave till the whole clip empty. Oh, I used to mess with UK rap. Oh, I forgot about UK drill rap.
He was caught and served 2 years in prison. Now he's been caught again. In July 2010, the public prosecutor presses charges. While the 10 arrests are seen as a major success for the investigation, authorities believe there must have been more people involved behind the scenes. For over 10 months, the police gather evidence and interview witnesses. 50 investigators work the case full time. By now, they have a clear picture of how much the robbers managed to steal. Almost 40 million kroner, about $5 million at the time.
5 milli. I wonder what the ROI on this is. If y'all think about it, what do y'all realistically think the return on investment is on a bank heist, right? Because obviously, right, there is none. It's on net. But logistically speaking, financial, because they spend money on the helicopter, they spend money on the ladder, they spent money maybe on the fuel for the helicopter, they spent money on the fake little bombs. You don't know, but your watermelon fire. You probably got tahini on it too, huh? You probably got some tahini on there, or you probably crumbled up some hot Cheeto dust and then put it on there.
That's how they managed to get away by helicopter, not taking too much. Just under a year after the robbery, the 10 men stand trial. 5 of them were accused of being directly involved in the heist. The other 5 face charges of aiding and abetting. The public prosecutor is confident there's enough evidence to convict all of them. But the men deny the charges.
Really?
Take Alexander Eriksson, the TV producer. He's accused of flying the helicopter on the night of the heist. No way, he insists. His DNA in the stolen helicopter? That's easily explained.
Does nobody wear gloves in this? Seriously? You gotta put on gloves, masks, DNA, no nothing. I'm making it sound so easily, like if I'm gonna do it. But realistically speaking, I don't think even consciously I could go through it. I wouldn't be able to consciously go through it and be like, oh yes, I'm good. You know what I mean? No, I don't think so. But that's crazy though. Okay, so if you burn it, still evidence. Gloves, still evidence.
Says, after all, the chopper was stolen from the flight school he's been a member of for 15 years. The undercover officer at the museum clearly identifies him as the man in the suit at the meeting with Boyevich. Eriksson admits he was at the meeting. And yes, he talked to Boyevich, but about wind power, since Boyevich works in construction. He claims to have an alibi too. On the night of the heist, he was involved in a car accident. But there's a problem.
There is no
An hour
car
after the
accident.
supposed accident, he's spotted at a local McDonald's, about a 30-minute walk from where the helicopter was later found. Surveillance footage shows Eriksson
Look at him though, he's in a
ordering
suit. Couldn't
breakfast
be
just
him.
before 7 a.m. How did he get from a car crash in central Stockholm to a McDonald's
Oh,
in the
never
suburbs?
mind.
The prosecution is
Oh, you should have done
convinced
better,
that
big
2 of the
dog.
other defendants staged the crash to give him an alibi. Surprisingly, one of them, Zadakadhum, admits his involvement. Investigators found his blood on multiple pieces of evidence.
Why?
The other defendants continued to deny
Why is there
any
blood on
involvement in the heist.
your equipment?
But after just 18 days
For
of
what?
trial, 7 of the 10 defendants are convicted. Alexander Eriksson and Zadakadhum are each sentenced to 7 years in prison for armed robbery. The other 5 defendants are found guilty of aiding, abetting, and protecting criminals, including Goran Boyevich, who also goes to prison. Before the trial, they were seen as daring, clever crooks. None of them were elite soldiers in the Balkan Wars, as was speculated. But the trial stripped them of their mystique. They turned out to be nothing more than a ragtag group of violent criminals. After the heist, heated debate broke out in Sweden over how such attacks could be prevented in the future.
Okay.
Trade unions spoke out. Handling cash creates a dangerous work environment for employees. So, for their protection, maybe they should just get rid of it.
No.
According to a report from
No
the
way
banking
they're like
union,
e-money right
1
now.
in 4 retail workers had already been a victim of a robbery, some multiple times. And according to an anti-cash lobby group, 2 out of every 3 Swedish kroner in circulation was actually unreported money. The helicopter heist in Vesberga contributed to a shift in thinking. Over time, cash gradually disappeared from daily life.
Really?
Sweden was the first country in Europe to print paper money back in 1661. About 350 years
So
later,
it's just
it was
pure
one of
card
the
now.
first to start abandoning it. The number of robberies in Sweden dropped
Damn.
dramatically.
And
In
now
2008,
that's
there
why
were
we
over
have
100.
it.
By 2016, it
There's
was
still
down to
robberies here though, and people really be out here robbing for bacon, egg, and cheese, like, you know what I mean?
just 2. Today, many shops only accept cashless payment. Theft happens online now. In 2025, the Swedish Central Bank reported that Sweden and Norway had the least cash in circulation relative to their economies of any countries in the world. But some cash is still around, and someone somewhere has quite a lot of it, because the money from the Vestberga heist was never recovered.
Ooh, okay, really? I low-key thought they would have gotten the money back by now, honestly. Like, at least some of it. All right, that's crazy. So they took 5 milli straight from Okay. Could there have been even a better way to plan out that type of heist, honestly? I genuinely think there couldn't have been any other way.